More about what I posted yesterday. Be you, do you, for you. And if you quickly read that, it sounds like a little selfish, like all about you, right? But that is not what I mean at all. What I mean is getting your self-worth, what you feel about yourself from you, and as much of only you as possible. And why is that so hard? Because if you're a mom watching this and you're a mom like me, this is the hardest job on the planet, right? Everything's constantly changing. You never get to actually master anything and think that you're doing it well, because the moment you learn one stage, whether it was from infants to toddlers to like every stage changes. And now when you have teenagers, like every day changes and there's a different something coming up, right? And it's not like your teenagers or your kids period are ever like, thanks mom, and I'm really turning into a fabulous human being because of all the hard work that you're doing. Like, that's not a thing. So we virtually live our mom lives just winging it, wondering if we know what the hell we're doing, and hoping that our kids are going to be adjusted and happy and turn into these fabulous human beings that we're trying to create them to be, right? So all that question opens the door for 1,000 different influences to affect your own self-worth. It's not a personal flaw by any means. It's the nature of the beast of being a parent. And now, if you throw in that you're working or you're building a business, well, that's another whole beast that makes you question yourself and everything you know and everything that you do all the time. It's a slow uphill process. You don't have instant success. That's not a thing, or at least not for most people. So every which way we turn, and then we've got social media that we can compare ourselves and see, like the Pinterest moms and the successful business people. So everywhere we turn, it's so easy to get our self-esteem from all the other things. And that's why I want to talk about and said on my Facebook page yesterday, one of the most important things that I learned 5 years ago when I first started my journey in personal development and got a coach was the term external motivation. Because I learned that while everybody does this to a certain extent, if you're really prone to being externally motivated, meaning that you get your self-worth from all those other things, you can kind of be screwed. You can be like, oh my God, and literally that's where I was. Everything affecting my own self-worth, making me feel like crap in all the jobs, the mom job, the business job, only I didn't know it because I didn't know that was a thing. I actually always thought I was a really confident person just because I'm an outgoing person and I'm social and I love to talk to people, and that will never change. But that's not the same as having an internal motivation where your self-worth comes from within. And I didn't have that until I learned that was a thing to work towards. So I could teach all kinds of ways to get that, but then this would be really long and it would turn into a class, and I'm not going to do that. So all I want you guys to do watching this is do a little inner assessment and ask yourself, what are external situations that you're allowing to affect your own self-worth? Because everything starts with awareness. What can you do to start to change that? Until I knew it was a thing, you can't change what you don't even know. And now that's where a lot of my intentional thinking comes from. When I find myself in a situation where I'm judging myself or questioning myself because of something else that happened, that's where I have really intentional thinking to change that. That doesn't mean that it's easy. That means you have to be intentional about not allowing, hi Andrea, not allowing someone else's junk to affect how you feel about yourself. And the truth is, the flip side of that is being like, I don't give a crap what other people think at all. That's not the right answer, because that, first of all, is defensive. And that lends itself to not having a lot of empathy, right? And our goal isn't to not care what other people think. Our goal is to feel good enough about ourselves, from ourselves, so that we're really happy for other people. And if someone has a differing opinion, or someone is doing something where they have great success, that we're happy for them because we feel good about ourselves. That's the difference. And that's really my goal in helping people, is to feel good about yourself so that you can always be happy from the other people around you, not judge yourself based on them, but be happy for them. And if they're doing awesome, then learn from them. Oh my God, there's so many people to learn from and so many people to be inspired from. So do a little inner check and see where your motivation comes from. Does it come from within? Are you affected because you can have that internal dialogue, or are you letting outside things affect you? It's normal. It's so normal. It's not a flaw. Like I said, the mom job, until our kids start saying like, you're awesome and I am turning into an amazing human being from you, that's not happening anytime soon. When did you appreciate how awesome your parents were? When you had kids and you realized what a damn hard job it was, right? Right? That's when your kids are going to appreciate you for the big picture of what you're doing, right? So it's up to you to feel good about who you are from yourself. And it takes a little inner assessment, and then it takes some intentional thought. So have an awesome day. Let me know. I would love to hear what are some of the external things that get in your head and affect you. We all have it. And I bet if you all started commenting, love you too, Dina, then you would see we all have a lot in common. And that honesty of just putting it out there is going to help a lot of people, and it's going to help you too. So bold bits for today, and have an awesome day, and thanks for tuning in.